Hello, and it's me again with another episode on the Duke of Sussex and the Duchess of Sussex. I am Anita of my Duke and I podcast. Well, Harry and Meghan have done it again. They have released their second volume of the Insight Report, and it's about 13 pages long. And what I have done, since you guys have busy schedules, is that I have chunked it to make it more digestible, since many people don't have the time to probably read the full report. I am telling you, there's a wealth of information in this report, and everybody who has a child that is on social media, this is definitely a must read. For matter of fact, let me take that back. Everybody knows somebody that has a child on social media. So this report is definitely for, I would say, everybody. This here is like what you need to understand social media, one, and what young people are saying about social media and what we need to put in place to safeguard our children, or as Meghan puts it, guardrails for young people to be safe on social media. So it did start off with Archwell Foundation expressing gratitude to the collaborators and the participants who contributed to the success of the insight sessions that they held. And they said that these sessions were made possible through partnerships with organizations like Global Girl UK, the Diana Award, hashtag Half Story, and many more. Actual Foundation's findings, they said that young people feel a mix of optimism and anxiety about the future, and often influenced by what they see online. While they're excited, young people, about future opportunities, they also feel overwhelmed by negative global events, many of which are magnified through social media, of course. Words such as overwhelmed and empowered reflect the dual nature of their experience, alongside feeling of confusion, anxiety, and loneliness. Um, when discussing social media, the young people expressed a mix of negative and positive sentiments. While they acknowledge its role in fostering connection and community, they also described it as a draining and toxic as well. Many young people struggle with the overwhelming influx of information, which makes it hard to disconnect. They said that social media platforms were seen as a source of connection, but also a source of anxiety, with many of the participants feeling a lack of control over the content they encounter. The report continued to say in their findings that the addictive nature of social media, the pressure of comparison, overconsumption fueled by influences, and unreliable information were core concerns for them. They said that while young people see the value in building online communities, they also are aware of the emotional, social, and practical costs associated with excessive social media use. They said that the young participants expressed several key concerns about social media, emphasizing the need for more control, skepticism about age restrictions, and great accountability from platforms. The way forward. So, obviously, they said there is a desire for greater control. Young people want more control over the content they see online, with a lot of dissatisfaction stemming from short form videos and recommended content that don't align with their interests. They also believe social media should allow users to curate their experience to reduce overwhelm and increase enjoyment. They also talked about rethinking age restrictions. They said that while young people believe age considerations are important, they are skeptical about the effectiveness of age restrictions. Many noted that harmful content can still be accessed despite these limits, and they're calling for more comprehensive approaches that address harmful design instead of just age limits. So, they also talked about rather than eliminating social media, participants believe regulations and policy changes can improve their experiences. They suggested platforms focus on user control and ethical standards. They also strongly support mandatory risk assessments to identify potential dangers and create a standardized level of safety on social media platforms. However, some participants worry that these assessments could become more formalities for companies. Mental health resources. Young people stress that there's a need for more mental health support within social media platforms to help cope with the emotional challenges of being online. They feel that despite the difficulties, they still want to engage with social media but need better support systems in place. So, here are the takeaways from the Insight Report. So, one of the takeaway is invest in digital literacy. Young people who have been exposed to digital literacy are better equipped to understand technology's potential and correct their own bad habits. There is a growing demand, they said, for guidance on navigating the overwhelming information online and for teaching self reliance in the face of advancing technologies like AI. Another takeaway is involve young people in the tech decisions. Young people want to be included in decisions about how technology is used, as they feel their insights are often overlooked despite being the primary users of new technologies. Another takeaway is invest in relevant messengers. They said that elevating relatable content creators is important for raising awareness about the benefits and risks of technology. Digital literacy efforts should focus on upskilling influencers to share ethical and responsible content that resonates with young audiences, fostering a more informed online environment. So, as I said, this report is rich and it is for everybody. And go ahead if you want to read it in its entirety. It is worth your while. Or, you could go off on the summary, which has almost all the information that is in the report, just that it is just shortened. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a pleasant day, and I will see you on the next episode with more news of Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan. Please subscribe, like, and share for more.